I'm Julia, and it's time for Let It Rock. And Lita Ford will be joining me in the studio.
I know you!
And now I'm joined by one of the biggest and most successful female rock icons around, Lita Ford. Welcome, we're so happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Now, Wicked Wonderland, your new album coming out in October. You told that it's your favorite one so far. Tell me about the album and why it's the best.
Well, I got a lot of favorite albums that I've done, but this one I think, I don't know, it's the heaviest. It's got the most energy out of all the albums I've done so far. It's kind of a love-hate album. The artwork done by bassist for Rob Zombie, Piggy D. The artwork's amazing. There's just a lot to offer on this album. It's like one of those I Spy CDs where the more you look at it, the more you see.
Yeah, I was looking at the artwork that was offered to us, and it's very like dark cartoon kind of like animation going on. And I think at a time where everything's online, this offers a great package to actually go to the store and buy the CD because the sleeve is off the hook.
You don't get bored with the music or the artwork. So.
And now, we haven't seen you in 14, 15 years. What have you been doing and what made you come back?
Oh, what have I been doing? I moved to a deserted island in the Caribbean to raise my boys. I have two boys, Rocco and James. And 9/11 was the topper. Yeah. After 9/11, we wanted to get out of the U.S. for a while. And we found this beautiful island in the Caribbean, and we just stayed there. My kids were taught to fish and snorkel and drive boats and literally swim with the sharks. And we homeschool.
Wow.
So we're not your norm. And in the meantime, while we were there, we wrote Wicked Wonderland. So it gave us a lot of time to think and a lot of love and, you know, things to develop in your heart. So we put it all out on this disc that's coming up.
Now, did the kids have part in helping you write the album? Did you get them involved as well?
Oh, gosh. They are involved. They actually say the Pledge of Allegiance before one of the songs called SOB, Patriotic SOB. They say the pledge, and then the guitar solo in the song is the national anthem. So they did have a part. Yeah, it's really cool.
And they're like, yes, this is awesome. Now we're gonna show one of the classic videos you did with Ozzy, If I Close My Eyes Forever. And tell me, Ozzy is my ultimate icon of all time. I come from a different country, and I mean, I listened to him with my father before I spoke English.
Yeah.
So tell me about the video and how that whole process worked.
Oh gosh. Well, Close My Eyes Forever was written by mistake, actually. Ozzy and Sharon came to the studio where we were recording one day, and him and I were playing pool, and we had a couple drinks, and we wrote a few lines, and then we had a couple more drinks, and we played a little bit more pool, and we wrote another couple more lines. The next thing you know, the sun's coming up, and we have this song, Close My Eyes Forever. So it was actually written by mistake.
That's awesome. Back to your album, Wicked Wonderland. I read in Rolling Stone that you said that Sacred is your favorite song. Is that correct?
I love Sacred. Actually, I love the whole album, but yeah, it is.
Tell me about that song and why you like it so much and some of your other favorites on the record.
Sacred was written for me by my husband, and it is probably the most wonderful love song ever. I mean, I love Behind Blue Eyes by The Who, but I think that this one is so close to Behind Blue Eyes. It doesn't sound anything like it.
But like on a level of
emotion.
But
on a level of emotion, Sacred is just as good for me. I love the song because it comes from my husband and because it's an outrageously good song.
Oh, rock and roll love. I love it. I love it. And you guys worked on the album together, which makes it so much more awesome.
Yeah, we did.
Rock and roll love people. It's a beautiful thing. And I wanted to also briefly ask you about, you know, the Runaways and the legacy that they left behind and the influence that they've had on so many generations of women. Tell me a little bit about how you feel about that.
Well, it was a pleasure to have been part of the Runaways. I think they were before their time. 1975, we had our first album out. And it was really hard to be taken serious as a musician. And you know, we did a lot of things that was like, well, why did you do that if you're a serious musician? But we really were trying our best to be known as musicians and work hard and the tours that we did. But I think we were before our time. I think because we were before our time, it opened the path and led the path for a lot of other musicians and a lot of other women in rock.
Absolutely, because that was like unheard of at the time, I think, for like all chick bands, you know?
Yeah.
And one of the new songs that you have is on an Xbox game, and the song is called Betrayal.
Yep.
Tell me about the song and how you got in with the Xbox.
They sent, was it MySpace? They sent a little note to MySpace saying, hey, we're from Xbox, you guys want to be on the next Xbox game. You want the voice, you know, you want your voice on the next Xbox game. And I'm thinking,
what's the name of the game?
Of course. The name of the game is called Brutal Legend. The name of the song is called Betrayal.
Right.
It's really heavy. It's off the new album, actually. If you listen to the new album, you'll hear Betrayal. It has the voice of Jack Black, the voice of various heavy metal lead singers, amongst myself. I'm the queen. And I lead my troops into battle, and all kinds of stuff happens to me. I get electrocuted, and I get killed all these different ways, but I never die. I still keep trucking on, and I lead my troops into battle.
As a metal queen would.
Of course.
Naturally.
Of course. What else is there?
And then this is all done via MySpace, of course, because nobody calls record labels or managers anymore.
No, it was really weird. It was like, is this real?
Well, this is awesome. So you come back with a vengeance. You got an amazing album coming out in October, Wicked Wonderland. Yeah. You're working with Xbox, which is all about, you know, video games and in the now. Life is all right.
Life is good.
Everything is going good. And are there any bands that you're listening to that are current, like that you like, that are out now?
I don't know. We listen to a lot of the heavier stuff, the older stuff. If you go into my truck, I have 6 CD players in my truck. You'll find a lot of Metallica. You'll find some older stuff like the Ramones. And you'll find a lot of Lita Ford, Wicked Wonderland.
Good job. Good job. Thank you so much, Lita. It's really an honor to have you here and to meet you. And I've watched your videos since I was a little girl. Until next time, rock on.